The AI revolution is here. AI agents are about to start replacing whole teams, and Google search is slowly dying. The world is going to change forever, but I don't want you to be left behind. So I'm going to share the 8 simple steps that I personally believe they will take advantage of this window of opportunity, and how you can use them, same steps, to get rich with AI, even if you're starting from zero. Now, before you start making money with AI, you need to pick the right industry. I haven't been this excited in the tech industry with the internet like this. But what I saw a lot of people is pick the wrong industry. And what I believe is true is the right industries are the boring one. The one nobody wants to talk about. See, in the life as in technology, as in AI, we need to focus on what's true, not new. Being too early, too technologically advanced is just as wrong as being too late. So I am going to present to you the 5 industries that you can get involved and use AI to make a lot of money today, to take advantage of the gold rush. The first one is supply chain. Think about all the logistics that goes around. I mean, I don't buy anything at the store anymore. It's literally over and up like Amazon. So you think about all the challenges these companies are going to have around forecasting, around route optimization for deliveries. Everything around supply chain management is ripe for disruption to make a lot of money using AI. The second one is the admin. And this is where you see a little bit of innovation happening right now. But think about billing, scheduling, filling, sorting. AI that's able to read the information system that team members can use, like the Dropboxes or your CRM like HubSpot to do administrative type work, is going to be a huge money maker. Number 3 is home services. This roofing, HVAC, plumbings. Anytime a truck has to go to a home, there's a lot of processes involved that if you use AI to help automate it and make it better, those local industries combined are the trillion-dollar industries in this world. Number 4 is legal services. Pretty much the first thing that people start playing around when they get into the ChatGPT or their AI tools is stuff around contract analysis, creating draft of things. People building tools to implement structure and workflow into that are going to make a ton of money. The last one, number 5, is the team training. This is an area I'm very excited about. If you think about the idea of every company in the future having an AI that joins for all the Zoom calls, that you are able to talk to it, that you are buddy on onboarding a company that has access to all the steps, the processes, the SOPs, essentially in the company AI. It will allow people to be so much more efficient and have everybody have the answers to their biggest questions in real time. So now that you have got your industry, you need to figure out how to help them, which brings us to step number 2. Pick a high demand model. Margins are your moat. They stack to that moat you have already started. It protects your business. Most people don't understand what a margin is. If you sell a product for $100, but it costs you $20, your margin is 80, which is about 80%. The key is you don't want to be a business that has margin that are only 20 or 30%. Think restaurants or brick and mortar business with a bunch of overhead. Those are bad businesses. But to win in today's market, you have to pair AI with a high margin business model. These are the 4 for 2025. Number 1, AI services with all about 70% growth market. This is a building workflow and automation for people that want AI in their business, and it's literally getting paid to set up Make.com, Zapier, N&A, or my favorite Gumloop. Number 2 is AI consulting, and that's where you can get into 80% gross margin, and this is being a lot more hard on with these companies to help them understand not only how to build their services, but also build the strategy behind deploying AI and making their business AI first, not getting sidelined by other people using AI. Number 3 is AI software with gross margin of at 90%. That's my world. That is literally looking at a workflow or a process that I'm thinking about it. If I use AI as a primary driver for solving that problem, how would the software work? And the crazy part is there's no more workflow. A lot of the AI software is powered through text like chat, voice, or just does on the back end, and you never see anything. Number 4 is AI digital products. And this is 95% because if you build one program on AI and you sell 1,000 times, there's no real cost other than the hosting. Step number 3, sell to a rich customer. So Dan Kennedy, the market godfather, had the great quote. He said, it's easier to make $1 million selling to a millionaire than to make $1 million selling to everyone. So to win in today's AI world, you have to find millionaires in those boring industries. So these are the 5 hacks. The last one is going to blow your mind. Number 1 is the industry-specific events. This means you either go to them or you help create them. Number 2 is hyper-personalized email. When I say hyper, I mean write the freaking thing. Number 3, offer an interview. I think using a podcast to build your platform like what I'm doing to get your access to the world's top millionaire is your space for where you are building your AI solution. Is a beautiful way to network. Think of it as flattery marketing. You know you want to sell it to this customer. You need to talk to them. You ask initially is to get them on your podcast. They probably are going to ask you what you do. You tell them, they go, geez, that's what we need. Could you come talk to my team about that AI thing you do? And that's how you build relationship at scale to meet the millionaires to make money. Number 4 is host the meetup. And people just want to meet other people, just like them. If you are going to do the work to organize a meetup or a Zoom call or a mastermind, they are going to show up. 5, host a founder's dinner. Which brings us to directly the step 4, create a high cash flow offer. See, in business, I realized that profit is cool, margin are cool, but if you don't have cash, then your business is literally what most people don't realize is for a company to grow, it requires money. And most businesses don't create their offers to be able to finance their growth. So then you end up acting like a bank to help your customer pay, solve their problems. See, revenue in business, that's vanity. Profit is sanity, but cash flow is for your vitality. So here are the key components to build a high cash flow offer. Number 1 is anchor pricing. And this will change the game. For you, doesn't matter what business you are in your pricing options, you want to have something that's really expensive, usually 3 to 5 times more than the second tier in your pricing, because then it makes everything else look cheap. So for example, if you sell AI consulting, make sure the top tier is 3 or to 5 times more expensive than your middle tier or your lower tier to make those ones easier option for people to say yes to. Number 2 is implement scarcity. And you have to say this because it's probably true that there's only a few spots for you to be able to help those customers. So if they want to get started, they need to put a deposit down today to look in their spot for you to get started. If not, there's no reason for them to make a decision today. Number 3 is add a bonus. The best bonus some extra to give is usually the solution to the problem you are going to create after you solve the problem they came to you for. So if you are helping them to build an AI agent, well, the next problem they are going to have is training their team. So your bonus would be free training after you build the AI agent. And my rule of thumb is I want to make the bonus even more valuable than the initial offer so that they feel like it's a no-brainer. Number 4 is volume pricing. And I know I said no discount, and this is not a discount. This is what you do if you can get them to buy a lot more of what you got. So if your initial pricing is for 1 year, but you can get them to buy 2-3 years worth of what you have got, then offer them volume discount. If it's for 1 seat of your software, what if they buy 100 seats? How much cash can you get upfront from the customer's transaction? Because all that money that you are prepaying for a service that you deliver on a later in your cash flow, you are going to use investing growth to make this even simpler. Which brings us to step 5, sell before you build. Most people end up sitting down getting ready to do business and then finally go out to the world and say, hey, buy my thing, to find out nobody wants to buy the thing because the way you designed it, the way you packed it, the way you work is just not the way I have seen business person spend hundreds of thousands of dollars. Find out nobody wants to buy their AI solution. What I recommend is create the designs of what you want and then go to the market and have that conversation, because no business survives first contact with the customer. Your key is to pre-sell your AI solution to the fund your development, so that you don't build something nobody wants. So here are the 4 key steps that you need to learn on how to pre-sell your AI solution. Number 1 is prototype. This is the game changer today. We live in the world that you can prototype your solution using paper. That's an easy one. Figma is a more advanced one. Blasmic is really cool. Or go as crazy as like Envision and really high fidelity mockups where it's literally almost photorealistic stimulation of your AI solution, so that you can demo it to people and say, here's what it costs, and get them to buy. Number 2 is find your early adopters. These are the people within your industry that are willing to take a little bit of risk. They are the founding 50, I call it. Those 50 get to co-create the software with you so that they help drive the product roadmap. But they are your early adopters. These are your customers that are going to be on board for the long haul. And those ones, you want to give them a bonus. You might give them time with your team. You might allow them to shift priorities in your roadmap. I have had people put the name of their founding 50 on the about page to thank and acknowledge them for supporting them in the early days. Whatever it takes, make sure you go find those early adopters. Number 3 is ask for advice. Here's what I have learned. If you want to sell, don't try to sell. Ask for advice. If you ask for money, you will get advice. If you ask for advice, you will get money twice. Okay, that's a Pitfalls lyric. But it works the same if I reach out to people on LinkedIn and say, hey, I am building this new AI. I would love to get your advice. And then your demo this prototype software. They go, wow, that's amazing. How do I get access to it? He says, well, it's still early, but if you want to be part of my founding 50, here's how it works. And you'll get the first access in the next 90 days. Because then you take all that money and you go build it, and then you deliver the software. Step number 4 is one conversation tool. This is how you sell your solution. Maybe it's going through partners that allow you to preset your solution on a big webinar, or it's using sell by chat because you have a big social media audience, or you are just picking up the phone and doing outbound calls. Just choose one and go deep, and to do the best you want to automate it and have a tool to do this. So for example, sell by chat, use Revio. If you are going to do calls, you want to use a tool for that. But that's how you scale that one conversation tool to really get your fast money to scale your AI solution. Now that you got some money in the bank, it's time to build. Which brings us directly to step 6. Build your MVP, or what's called your minimum viable product. I am going to teach you how to build an AI MVP that doesn't break the bank. Number 1 is no code. This is using a pre-made tools like Gumloop, I mentioned earlier, go high level, make.com, N&N. There's a literally existing no-code platforms where for most of you that are building AI solution, you can just use that and keep selling it over and over and over again. Number 2 is AI code. If you need something more advanced, there's a literally new coding platforms powered by AI. It's kind of like the new things calling vibe coding. And I mean tools like Replit, Bolt.io, and Casa, and VS Code Blackbox AI, and many others. You can even use ChatGPT to write the code and do things that are more advanced. And if you don't know how to use these tools or deploy your code, ask ChatGPT. It will literally walk you through the whole thing. Third is hire an AI developer. As for me, it's all about test project first to see if they know what they are talking about. Culture fit, have that conversation with them, tell them the way you work so they are not surprised, and then be sure when you hire them that you have done the pre-selling, because you have the wireframes in the solution that you have sold to give to the AI developer to build, so they hit the ground running. But without this next step, you are going to overwhelm yourself with work, with bringing us direct to the step 7, automate the delivery. Here's what most people don't realize in that automation turns your offer into a machine, one that works while you are asleep. Today, especially with AI, you have a massive opportunity to automate all the busy work in business so that you can do the things that gets you paid. So these are the 4 areas of business that you need to automate, starting with the first one, purchasing. I still see people not being able to take payment. It sounds crazy, but in a world of Stripe, Webflow, to Gumloop, you can set these up for yourself. Number 2, account logins and setup. I mean, once somebody pays you, you can have all of the account membership, the creation, and all stuff set up on the back end. I think of Membership.io. It literally automates your whole membership experience. So if you sell an AI membership, use that platform, connect it to Gumloop in your billing platform, and the whole thing gets automated. Number 3 is onboarding. Many people use that as the inputs to actually do the work. Number 4, support. Post-purchase, post-deployment, post-customer using it. They are going to have questions. You want to make sure you create a knowledge base with all your support questions that AI uses as email come in a scan, your answers, and automatically reply as a support agent. And the more you add to the knowledge base, the better your agent can add to those support emails coming in from your customer. Which brings us direct to step 8, get greedy. Now let me explain. Do you want to be a short-term greedy and take some cash off the table a little bit, or do you want to do long-term greedy and build some really wealth? Here's the 3 S's that I think about to create AI wealth in today's market. Number 1 is sell, and that's short-term greedy. That's literally deciding to build a little tiny app or a little tiny service, and if somebody is willing to pay you some money to save some time, you could sell. The problem with that one is you just didn't learn. You're just starting, and the real value in the business is not necessarily the money you make. It's the experience that you gain. Number 2 is scale. Keep that thing that's making money. Keep printing money and keep going. Number 3 is stack. And that's exactly what we are going to do at Gritrix. We want to work with some of the smartest AI mind building technology for small businesses in Africa to essentially build a portfolio of companies that are going to be the solution for the different categories of the problem small business have to face. So if you found this video very helpful, can hit that subscribe button, like, share. Till next time, have a great one.